factor in the Bowler of the Year race right here.
She's ready, Jan.
And for Wendy Macpherson, 7 straight years with a win. The record's 9. She needs this win to make it 8 with only one more chance.
A lot of pressure in different directions going on down there on those lanes.
Lisa Wagner holds that record right now with 9 years straight. It's not a record that is currently going on, so Wendy would have the chance to take over that record.
Well, Wendy's going to go down swinging. I said last week she's an extremely aggressive bowler, whether the lanes are very oily or whether they're hooking. She always comes out very aggressive, very strong, always has her game plan ready, and she sticks with it.
All-time tie list, though Leanne Barrett, Tish Johnson now out. They won't have a chance to move up. Lisa Wagner on top in that category as well. Wendy Macpherson only with 3 games below 200 this week, and 192 was her low. Tremendous week.
She's also reached another milestone tonight. First PWBA woman to reach 100 TV appearances. That's a lot of TV time.
It sure is, and a lot of experience, considerably more than Michelle Feldman.
But you wouldn't know it by that scoreboard.
I have a feeling we'll see a lot of X's. Ooh, going up high, though, with a 3-6. And we talked about this, who would best handle the pressure. And I think Wendy's been there way more times than Michelle and will be better prepared to handle that.
Well, you can see on Michelle's face she didn't like that shot, and she not looks panicked, but she didn't like it. She clipped it a little, which I mean she gets handsy. And when you watch Michelle's release, she is one that doesn't need to be handsy. She grabs it a little bit and comes up high. Now she chops the spare. So that may even settle her down a little bit, Jan. I'm not sure.
It might. She actually completely missed that. Missed the front pin, the 3-pin.
You can see it slides on the oil on the outside and just gets the 6-pin, leaving the 3. Early in the game, though. 18th event, 18th cash, 9th top 5. Huge stats. That's why she's in the running for Bowler of the Year. Great year.
Well, let's see if she can regroup. She does.
She's definitely going to put the strikes together to pick up the Opens if she can keep her wits about her.
Macpherson looks awfully strong. Buried both shots in the first and second frames.
6 tournaments, no titles, 5 top 10 finishes, 3 shows. Very under average for the Wendy we know of the last 6 years.
Yeah, that was actually her swing, just this fall swing, because she had her 6th show of the year.
Coming out of the gate with an early triple, keeping herself very calm. Wendy doesn't really show a lot of emotion.
And the shootout event is our end of the year event we have every year, where the ladies try to strike similar to a skins game. Here's the point rankings. The top 8 will make it. And let me count quickly. Liz Johnson, I believe, is number 8 right now on that list. That's prior to this tournament, so those will change around a bit. So you can see Marianne DeRupo on the edge, Kelly Kulik on the bubble there, with one more week included. Coming up light, 2-8.
Now Wendy got that ball just a little bit further right. We said the game before the oil carry down, and it just didn't cut into the pins the way it would on a fresh pair. You can see here she gets a little right, way out to about 5. You can see right there the ball starts to roll out, never gets to the pocket hard enough. So she leaves the 2-8. Not an easy spare, but Wendy's a very good player. Did I jinx her?
Yeah, she is, but Wendy has not been doing so well this fall with her spares. She's only at 69% on her spares on her TV shows this fall.
And you can see right here, the ball grabs the dry, goes to the left of the 2-8 and only gets 1.
Wendy only 75% on singles pin spares this fall. So that's probably why she hasn't won an event this year. Not doing her norm in spare shooting on television.
Well, big double for Michelle, which picks up the Open that she had in the second frame, chopping the 3-6. If Wendy opened the door for me with an Open, I'd be an idiot not to jump all over it, because that's not going to happen very often.
Michelle Feldman now down by 8. Career TV, they've met 3 times. Michelle Feldman's won once. Macpherson's won twice. And you are right on, Kathy. That open frame has settled Michelle Feldman down. She had to get aggressive.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's not the 4, 5, 6 strikes in a row that settles you. It's the first mistake. You get so mad, your butterflies disappear. You're back to business. Odd way to look at it, but very normal. Wendy, Tish, Leanne, all millionaires, with Alita being the first to do it, now dropping to second. Under Wendy, who's still climbing the ladder with money.
Yes, she is. Trying to climb big time tonight, picks up that open frame with a strike. So we have just a 2-pin match right now. Feldman in the lead by 2. 228 average for Macpherson on the TV pair.
She was third.
Wendy told us that she tries to win every week, but this week she can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and she really wants that win for that 8th straight year.
Uh-oh, kept up high, that's 316.
Now she came up high on 21. I remember she came up light the frame before, chopped the 2-8. Now she has the 3-6-10. Which Leanne was doing the same thing on that left lane, even though they were playing the lanes a little different. The break point was in the same area for everybody. It just determined how you were going to get there. I wouldn't want to have to shoot this.
See how she does it? She covers it up, so with just 4 frames left. Right now it's Michelle Feldman in the lead by 2. Stay with us, see who claims this championship. York played host to the annual Salute to Women in Sports dinner 2 weeks ago. PWBA and WIBC honoree Robin Romeo Masante was joined by PWBA President John Falzone and many other VIPs at this prestigious event. Robin marched in the parade of athletes along with many of the greatest competitors in the history of women's sports, including Martina Navratilova, swimmer Natalie Coughlin, and Women's Sports Foundation founder, the great Billie Jean King. The evening concluded with Hall of Fame awards and the presentation of the Team Sportswoman of the Year, given to former UConn standout Sue Bird, and the Individual Sportswoman of the Year awarded to Olympic gold medalist Sarah Hughes. The celebration was a resounding success and a tribute to the power of women in sports. Right now, Michelle Feldman in the lead by 11 pins. She struck and left a 7-pin while we were away, Kathy. Could have been a 7-10, but it was a great shot.
It was a great shot.
Wendy Macpherson back into it. Very close match, just 11 pins. And I'll tell you, the top seed has won 12 of 15 singles events this year. It was 12 of 13 until the last 2 weeks. And the 2 winners have come up the ladder like Michelle's doing tonight.
Well, now Wendy's gone high, light, and a pocket strike on the left lane. It's going to be very interesting to see what she's going to do on lane 21, coming up light and high.
Well, Kathy, you asked Wendy what it will take for her to actually win tonight.
I'm going to go into it with the attitude of bowling the way I had bowled all week. I was very pleased with my performance, and I think if I can come through with how I did all week, it just might be a win.
It might be, and she has a strike up. Big shot right here.
She just cannot keep that ball on the right.
Yes.
Lane 21's her problem. She struck every time on lane 22, Kathy, but 21's been light, high, and high.
Here you can see it looks like a great shot off her hand, but then just never even stays right of the head pin. It even tried to cross over, which means the lanes are really hooking on the back end on lane 21.
Covers up the spare, and I know Wendy was happy that her dad Chris came out. He's been here this week, and I know she wanted to say hello to Kendall Lee, her niece, 5 years old. She keeps saying, Wendy, do you see me when I'm on the show? So I know she wanted to win for them, and it's still a close match. Michelle has to perform here. Oh, look at the 4-7-9.
What's that?
she knew it too. Her ball cuts in so hard, you can see it. Look, right onto the face of the head pin. And crashes in 3 pins.
Actually,
which could have
6
been
going late,
which
yeah.
could have been a split. And from the looks of those pins, Jan, not a very nice split.
It's 11 pins right now. A strike in the 9th would take it to 21. She's not taking any time.
Oh my God, Jan, she was airborne on that shot.
So were the pins.
She really fired this one. Make sure it got to the right. The lighter hits were better this week. Blows out the 7. A pin comes across. Boom. And she loved this. She was airborne off her feet. That is so great.
Wendy Macpherson, business at hand, must strike here, and she does. Sets one up in the 9th.
Perfect on lane 22 every time.
Unfortunately, she'll have to end on lane 21, where she hasn't hit the pocket since the 2nd frame, and she needs to strike out. Her max score possible 226. It would force Michelle Feldman
to mark.
Actually, she'd need the first one, and 9 spare strike, we could have a tie.
Oh boy.
Exactly. I couldn't take it. Okay. Oh, is it gonna trip? No.
A much better shot by Wendy. She obviously moved left to give the ball a little room. Wendy throws the ball nice and hard, which allows the ball not to do too many funky things, but still a little high on the head pin. Almost leaves the 4-9, trips the 4, only leaves the 9. Really needed the 9 pin to go.
Wow, and you know, that was a pretty good shot, you're right, compared to the last 3 frames on that lane. She had to take a guess, and that's such a hard thing to do. It was her choice, too, which lane to finish on and when to finish. I think she wanted to put the pressure on Michelle Feldman.
Got big left.
Okay, Wendy acknowledging the crowd, and Michelle Feldman standing up saying, okay, I cannot believe this. I think it looks like she needs about 6 pins on this shot. She's working on a double.
I asked her earlier, you barely snuck in. Do you think it's destiny? She said, I think it might be. Here she is.
That's rock right there.
I don't think she can believe it, Kathy. She had all but given up at one point last night. She goes, well, wait, I have to finish the match.
She's so disheveled. She doesn't know what lane she's on. A lot of pressure riding on this, and she prevailed.
It's okay.
Does not
That's the
make
place
it.
to do it. So Feldman captures her 3rd title of the year to Ty Barrett, tightening up that Bowler of the Year race. It was a big
Awesome
one. Stay with
performance
us.
by
We'll be back to
Michelle
talk with her.
Feldman. Like and subscribe.